Hi everyone, welcome to Impressive English. Today we are here for a special podcast, which is a Toastmasters project for me. We have a guest, Madam Latha Thangavelu, with us to inspire us. She's here to share her experience, and towards the end of this session, definitely you'll have some takeaways. What's she going to talk? During the inquiries of my session, I've come across people feeling so low, and they say, I'm from a Tamil medium. நான் ஒரு தமிழ் மீடியம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட். காலேஜ் வரை கூட தமிழ்லயே தான் படிச்சிருக்கேன், தமிழ்லயே எழுதியிருக்கேன். இப்போ திடீர்னு இங்கிலீஷ்ன்றப்ப என்னால பண்ண முடியல. There are people who feel so low, fed up, they don't find any solution. Today we've got an amazing example. I'm not going to say her story. She'll be revealing all the secrets. Madam Latha Thangavelu, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to Impressive English.
Good evening, madam. Thank you very much for inviting me to share my experience here. Thank you very much.
Let's start with the introduction. We'd like to know about you, about the way how you started your education. Where are you from? Do you please say?
Yeah, I'm from a remote village which is near Madurai. It's called Ole Kudipatti. I was with my
Could you
Ole
please
Kudipatti.
Kudipatti.
Actually, there are two Ole Kudipatti. Mine was Peri Ole Kudipatti.
Okay.
I belong to Peri Ole Kudipatti. I was with my grandparents.
I might hear it. This is the first time for me to come across this name.
Yeah, Periole Kuripatti. Then I was with my grandparents. They were taking care of. I was there with them from 3 to 5. I was there with them. Then one day my father came to visit me. Then he noticed that I was taking care of my the cattle which was there in the cattle. Yes, sheep. Yeah. Yes. It was our cattle. So I had to take care of them with my grandparents. So my grandfather was cleaning them. Then I helped him. So my father noticed it. Then he thought that, she thought that I was growing like a wild child. So he wanted me not to stay there anymore. So he brought me in Chennai. He was in Chennai. I had a sister and a brother. So 3 of us, we were in Chennai. When I came to Chennai, my father, he couldn't afford much to send me for an English medium school. So he put me in a Tamil medium school, which was in Chennai, to another Tamil medium school. There I was studying first standard in Periole Kuripatti. So second standard.
Sorry to interfere. Where is this Periole Patti? Which district is it?
Periole Kuripatti. I'm not very sure about the location. It's near Karaikudi.
Okay.
I only remember these things because I was very young at the time. Then after that, I came here. We rarely visit after that to see my grandparents. So I studied 1 to 5 in our local school there. But I was the best student in the school where I studied. Then I always, interested to learn English. I didn't know why, but whenever I got time, I always keep English book with me. I just read. But I can only know how to read. But I wasn't sure what's the meaning of it because my headmistress always want us to read. We follow. She reads. She read. Whenever she read, we follow it. That's all. So if any visitors come, then immediately my teacher asks us to read the first paragraph. I only know how to read the first paragraph. I always read for them.
Okay, beautiful. You
Yeah,
have love for
I
it.
always. Yes, but I didn't know why. Yeah, I really didn't know why, but I liked it.
Okay, fantastic to know about you love the language. Now, could you tell me, this is about your love for English in your young age. Have you come across anything else What was English to you apart from this during your young age? Have you ever tried to speak, understand?
I never tried to speak, but I always admire the people, the students who are from CBSE and English medium with the ties, shoes, and very neat uniform. I always wanted to be a part of them in that group, in their group. I used to travel government public transport to my school from 6 to 10. There, the government school student will be one side. Then the higher standard school students will be the other side. I'll be quietly sitting and watching them and like this.
You
I
admire.
love to watch them. Yes, I admire them. That I wanted to be a part of that group. They actually, didn't notice also us. They didn't want to see us. For them, I can't blame them. Maybe their brought up is different. But for us, I always long to be with them. But I didn't get any chance even to talk with them. I always long, but whatever I didn't get, I won't show that I wanted. I won't show. I hide everything with me.
Okay.
Maybe that was also one of the reasons why I wanted to learn English. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine to know about the longing you had for English medium students at that age. Now, coming to some serious questions about your English journey. When did you realize the need for English? You were in a Tamil medium school till class 10. Then when did you really realize the need and importance of English?
Uh, But wherever I told you that I studied in a polytechnic for 3.5 years, but I managed to complete everything without failing any subject. I got 80 percentage, so it wasn't a big problem for me. But I struggled a lot. I never realized that I still have this many things to read. I never thought of that. And nowadays everyone is using phone, YouTube, everything. But during those days, it was very hard for a project work. Also, you have to queue up somewhere in the browsing center to get to. You had to wait for your turn to come. It was too difficult. Then I have to spend a lot of money. Yes, so I didn't I didn't think of that. All those things I never realized that there is a channel that called YouTube. I don't know. I wasn't sure whether during those days got YouTube or not. I wasn't sure. So those 3.5 years were passed. After that, I worked for a company about 1.5 year. It's a multinational company.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
IC company. Yes, it's in it's near Hyundai in Chennai, but Sri Perumbudur. I worked for about 1.5 year. Yeah, then that company sent me to South Korea. I was there about 1.5 year. Yeah. But there, I knew a bit of English. I still managed to survive there. For them, right, I was a good English speaker.
Okay, this is what I
For
really
them,
want to
know. No, actually for them, I didn't learn much at that time, but they thought that I still remember in a pantry when I was waiting in the queue to get my food, the pantry, that the person who was serving food, she asked me, "Is it possible for you to teach English for my child?" I said, "What?" I was surprised. Then I told her, "I'm so sorry, I'm not that good to teach." I told her, I still remember. It was now I'm 45, it was about 20 years back. It was 20 years back.
That's
Yeah.
a moment to cherish. Oh, me? Do you want me to teach English to you?
Yes, I was really surprised. Then after 1.5 year later, I got married. Then I came to Singapore. When I came to Singapore only, I realized that English is really a must thing to learn. Then I used to watch YouTube videos, not YouTube videos. I'm so sorry.
Right.
The
So stepping
TV,
into the ways you did.
TV, a kids program. It was a kids program like Dora and Boots, which was broadcasted in India, Dora Buji. But when I was here, it was Dora and Boots. Dora and Boots. It was in English.
Dora Buji has helped you to learn English.
Yeah, it was in English. Then I always watched that. I was very much excited to see each and every episode. I was keep on watching it. Then certain things, right? Like I wouldn't have done it without your help, something like that. I wasn't very sure about why did they use wouldn't have done? Why should I put wouldn't have done? Where have you been? Why should they use where have you been? Something like that. There's so many things. Then the passive voice, all those things. I wasn't sure. You see, the way how we learn when we were young, we start to speak first, then listen, speak. Then after that, only we go to school, then write, read,
Yes,
everything comes.
right.
But when it comes to English, we start to write, read, without knowing any meaning and all. Then when it comes, then after that only we try to speak.
Speak.
Totally you cannot. So for that, grammar is a must.
Mm.
Once you know grammar, only then you can speak. I strongly recommend, if you don't know grammar, then you will get lots and lots of confusion. Why it is PP, then has PP, past participle. Why? I wasn't sure. Then after that, I learned grammar using one of the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I attended a 3-month course. There I learned grammar.
Okay, now
Grammar.
coming to, you said you started your English only long back when when you were in South Korea, you got an opportunity. That was a different exposure. You might speak only in English. You had to speak only in English. That put you in a situation.
No, nobody speaks English, Nobody speaks English. Nobody want to speak English in South Korea. But I had no choice. I only know English. Yeah.
But
so some of the
your mode of communication was only in English.
Yes.
Okay. What are the different steps you took to improve your English speaking skills? One was Dora Buji. You watched Dora Buji.
Yeah, Dora Buji.
You took special interest to learn grammar. What else?
And another video, same like Dora Buji, Miffy and Friends. The English, very good. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Miffy and Friends. Then for Miffy and Friends, at that time when I started to watch Miffy and Friends, I had phone. So I tried it again and again and tried to retell it the way how Miffy speaks.
Yeah. Imitate.
Yeah, imitating. Then for the first time when I watched it, I could understand everything, but I missed all the small details. Then after that, one day I wanted to write everything, each and every word. When I write it, oh my God, I noticed that it took 2 or 3 pages.
Oh.
Small video. Then only I realized so many single like opposition, the active voice, this thing, that thing. Then that is also another reason why I wanted to learn grammar.
Okay.
Yes.
It's not about just listening to something. We should also imitate, retell it, taking time to understand, analyze. Oh wow, it's a long process. It's not just about learning English. It's with a lot of process you did. And so
I still have one more. Whenever I see YouTube videos, right, always search for learning English through learning English. But I didn't get any. I got so many things, but so many videos. But my expectation is when the person who teaches or who explain things, it wasn't to my expectation. It wasn't to that level, like welcome to this channel, good morning. I don't like all those things. Like it wasn't decent. So then second line, immediately I will close it. I won't go back to the particular channel again. Something like that.
Your
nothing inspired me.
Completely different than standard.
Yes, nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, and why I insisted this, I had a chance to talk to an Australian.
Okay.
Australian about some tips. We had a meeting. Then he saw one of my child. Then the way she spoke, that's amazing. Really wonderful. Then I felt, oh my God, all the way we were talking like a robot. Then I wanted to follow a particular accent. Yeah. It's like lively. Whenever we see a child, then Yeah, எப்படி இருக்கீங்க? So, it's very lively. I wanted to speak like that way. So I was looking for those type of videos.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, what would you tell to people who are from Tamil medium feeling so low about learning English? What would you suggest?
It's
As a tips, what would you suggest?
the tips is it's only about how interested you are. That's all. You
Fantastic.
can't say that all the English medium students can speak English very well. No, it
Definitely,
isn't.
you're right. You're right.
It isn't. Yeah. It's about your interest. If you're interested in it, then you can do it. And you should
Rested.
practice. You should practice the consistency. Self-discipline is very important. You have self-discipline in the sense, right? You have to follow it consistently. Only then, if you leave it, then you still have to go back to the position where you left it. So better try to practice consistently. Yeah, this is what I learned. And I had a habit.
Self-discipline,
Is
consistency,
very, very
these are
yes.
very important. Whatever we do, especially for English too. As we're talking about English journey, definitely it's important. We do it one day after watching certain videos, we get motivated, we start doing all those things, and we continue it for a week or two, and then we do not know where we kept all the writing materials, learning materials. So it's consistent.
Yes.
Fine, when we were talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, consistency very important. Yes.
Would you like to say any else here?
Yeah, I had a habit since young. I always keep a dictionary with me. Yeah, whenever I heard a word, but most of the time I only heard, so I wasn't sure about the spelling. I try my best to figure it out. I try, then finally related words almost are. So this is my habit. In my handbag, you can find always a dictionary. So until I found the meaning of the word, I won't stop it. No, if I don't know, I ask whoever I see, can you? And then I record the word and I ask them. I won't feel shy because I don't know. I accept that I don't know. I want to learn. I always don't feel shy. Even a smaller child also, I wouldn't feel shy. I go, can you say what it is? Then definitely everyone, ready to help.
You're
Yeah, this
ready
thing
to
happens so many
learn.
times.
As you're ready
Yeah,
to learn, they're ready to help you.
because I want to know. I want to know. Then my minus, right? I can say that whatever I learn, I never registered it in my mind actually. That was the drawback I can say, because to me, right, I have learned so many vocabulary, but whenever a situation comes to use it, it won't come because I never registered it in my mind. I know the meaning. I know. Sometimes I have come across this word, don't know where. Then but now I learned it. Whatever I learned, immediately I registered it in mind. It should be there because it's like a song. The songs, whenever when I was young, right, I repeat it. Then I don't know how it is registered in my mind until I die. I can use it, something like that.
When you
So
say you don't
using,
know, you don't know how, it's because of your interest. It's because of the
yeah,
love you have for the language. Though you are from a Tamil medium background, the background was completely different. And from that place, you struggled, crossed all the hurdles, and now you're able to communicate English well. Okay, what was your feel after you were able to speak English well, communicate well in English? What were the criticisms? Have you faced any criticisms when you weren't able to speak?
when I first came to Singapore, I worked in a shop. It was a small shop near my home. One of the customer came and asked me something, but I was quite new. Their slang is totally different. But the Singaporean style, right, like I told you what they pronounce T like Thor. I don't like it. Actually, I wasn't sure about it. Then yeah, so these type of thing. He asked me, use a pet food. I didn't understand. Sorry again. Use a pet food. Pet food. I wasn't aware that the shop sells pet food. I wasn't sure. Then he was very angry because I asked him thrice. repeated the same word thrice. It could be actually people, not all the people like that. If you struggle to understand, then they may try different ways to make you understand only here in Singapore. But some of them maybe, some of them didn't like foreigners in a way that they are here, they are taking all the jobs. We are jobless now because you're working for a lesser money. Because of you, I don't get any job here. You're so something like that. It could be in their mind. So I can't say that. I won't say that they are racist, but there may be some other way, some other reason, or they may experience anything bad with the
They might have had
So
some different experiences.
yes. So I wasn't sad about it. I wanted to learn their way of pronunciation. Yes. So if anyone pointed me for anything, I won't feel sad. I immediately wanted to learn that thing. I accept that. Actually, I don't know. I didn't know. I'll agree. I'll say, I'm very sorry. I didn't understand your slang. Then how come people are recruiting? How come your company, your shop recruiting people like you? I'll go complain first. Something like that. He was angry and he was a senior person. So it was okay for me. No problem. Yeah. Then after that, I survived there about 3 months. The company, the shop boss, he didn't want me to go out because I got a better job. So I wanted to go. He said, can you come and work here for part-time at least? Once a week, at least? She requested me. Yeah.
Okay, the situation.
So it was not criticism, Yeah, their expectation when you're working in a shop, you should know everything. Actually, I was quite new at that time. I wasn't aware that the shop was selling pet food.
But now you have learned. You've learned,
Yes.
you are able to strive. You're able to thrive. Fantastic to know. Great that we got a lot of experiences, especially, I would say, interest towards learning.
Yes.
We should have the joy of learning as you have. You had the joy of learning, you even have it now. Interest, consistency, self-discipline. Definitely all these will be helping anybody to learn anything, and especially when it comes to English. Tamil medium is not a hurdle.
Forget about it. It's not necessary to keep it in your mind that you're from a Tamil medium. It's not necessary. It's not going to help you anymore. Forget about it.
Yeah. When Madam Latha Thangavelu can, definitely you can. Everybody can. It is possible. So, Madam Latha, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences. I could feel the joy of learning. I can receive it too. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you very much. I'm also very glad. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. We are ending the session now, and I'll be meeting you in another podcast. Thank you. Bye bye.